Hi YouTube, I am so excited about today's topic. I went to my Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook to get my followers' input on today's topic of discussion, which is you may not be your one and only's one and only. So we have 10 red flags. This is my hair bonnet, by the way, my hair scarf, that you should be looking out for. Today, I wanted to talk with you guys about something that I think if you have dated more than one person, you have run into an individual who you thought you were their only sexual partner or the only person that they were dealing with, but they were actually talking to like 15 other individuals. So I'm gonna go over the 10 signs that you might be talking to someone that has more than one interest, whether it's a sexual partner, they're flirting with someone, they're spending time with someone. 10 signs that you are not the only one. Also, keep in mind this is gender bias. So I might use male terms because I'm a heterosexual woman. Well, I mean, mostly heterosexual. Actually, a lot of these signs that I got were from my LGBTQ. Like, seriously, you might want to shorten that. But because I'm talking about myself and I always am in my own head, you might hear me use male pronouns. Number 1. This person, he or she, only contacts you via social media. That's a big one. If you do not have their actual cell phone number, or at least one of their cell phone numbers, because apparently people have more than one phone, you're probably not the only person that they're talking to. Number 2. This one I actually got from my guy friend who is hilarious. Wanted to throw it in there. He or she wears Jordans and drives their significant other's car all day long with their shirt off, which is really funny to me because I dated a guy who is now in prison who always drove my car with his shirt off with his brand new Jordans that I helped finance in my car. If a guy comes to see you and he has a Hello Kitty sticker somewhere in that car, that's a red flag. That's a big red flag. Number 3. My son's father actually gave me this one. Because he wanted to help your girl out with her little blog. So he said, doesn't come home at night. I asked him, I said, that's really bold. I didn't get a response after I said that, by the way. But apparently that's like a thing, just not coming home at night. Like, I didn't know if you lived with someone that was an option, but apparently to some people it is. Number 4, always has their phone face down when they're with you. Actually, I do this, but it is not because I cheat because I'm single, okay? Even when I was in a relationship, I did this because when you're fighting with your significant other, you usually text your best friends to talk about them. And I didn't want him to see all the tea that I was dropping. But you could be cheating too. So keep that in mind. If your girl or your man always has their phone face down, like even the thought that has to go into remembering to put your phone face down all of the time is probably an indication that they are up to no good. Number 5, calls you late at night without ever taking you out on a date. This is a big one to me because why are you calling me at any time past 9? No, that's unrealistic. Don't call me past 11. If we have never so much as had ice cream together, been to a movie, been to lunch. Those are not the appropriate hours to be hitting up a woman or a man or anyone unless you're looking for trouble. Number 6, they never take you in public. What I mean by that is you never go anywhere that's a public place with them. I personally don't know if I agree with this one because I don't like to display my relationships off the bat. My ex that I was with for a while never posted him on social media. We did do a lot of things in public because we lived with each other, but I don't think that necessarily means that they're talking to other people. If they're like me, they're just very low key. You know, they might not be the type of person that just wants to go out amongst, you know, friends and family, or go to the mall and run into people, you know, with someone that they've been dating for a couple of months, because you're still kind of in the trial area. You know, it may not work out, but this could also be a sign that they don't want to run into their other girlfriend at the mall. So take that how you may. I personally don't think it's that deep, but for some people, most of the people that I question about this, it was a big deal to them. So if they're not taking you in public, it's something to at least, you know, marinate on and start thinking about. Number 7, tries to have intercourse with you on the first night. I took a census and most people would agree that if somebody is trying to do that with you on the first night, you know, they're probably doing that with a lot of people on the first night. They're probably not trying to get to know you for who you are, but you know, as I get older, do I want to sleep with people on the first night? No. When I was younger, I did. And a lot of those first night instances turned into long-term relationships. I would take that with a grain of salt, because sometimes you're just really attracted to a person and things happen the first night, but they could be the type of person that likes to sleep with a lot of people the first night. So that's something to consider. Number 8. You've never been to their place. You've never been to where they live. And possible reasons for that are because they live with their baby's mother. If I were to meet a guy that's still living with his baby's mother, I'm automatically going to assume that something is going on. That's weird. I don't care how you chop it up. Like, I really do not care how you chop it up. I do not care what your logic is behind it. For the kids, I have co-parented successfully for 9 years, and we have never lived together. I just don't see an excuse for it. If you have bad credit, there are places that will still rent to you. You could get you a roommate. You could figure out something. But if you still live with your child's mother, there's still some type of emotional attachment going on there. So get your life and get a place of your own. If he still lives with his mother, then either she's ill or lonely, or he's saving. Like, I don't think living with his mother is necessarily the worst thing, but I took a census and a lot of people took that as a sign that he might be out here in these streets being immature, irresponsible. I don't necessarily agree with that personally, but for some people it's a red flag, and I wanted to be objective with this video. So keep in mind, if he still lives with his mom, he might be out here in these streets doing the most because he's so busy sleeping with multiple partners, he can't save enough money to get his own place. Number 9, a sign that somebody that you're talking to, dating, etc., is possibly entertaining other individuals is if they would like a break. That break word breaks my heart. Break means I'm tired of you. True tea right there. For instance, my ex situationship, we took a break during the summer, which is always break season for some reason. So we get back together in November, like officially, like we start like being more like, you know, talking about it in October. We officially get back together in November. I found out he had a baby that he conceived during our break in January. Break is a bad sign. I'm still dealing with post-traumatic stress from this break. I also broke up with him. And congratulations on your new child. It's wonderful. Exactly. Now it's time to get serious. Number 10. Topic number 10 is a game changer. If you're talking to an individual who is just reckless in life in general and has 0 fucks to give. Now I'm talking about somebody who never has car insurance, never has a job, wants to fight at any given moment, just out here living life recklessly, like not having protected sex, just doing dangerous, reckless things, driving motorcycles, you know, not using sunscreen, just out here reckless, drinking, doing drugs. Well, if he smoked a little weed, that's cool, but he popping pills, doing coke, making poor life choices. Chances are that if they are reckless with their life, they're probably reckless with your relationship. I mean, if you don't care about mixing brown and white, then you most certainly don't care about me. You want to spend your whole night throwing up? You don't care about where this relationship is going. You want to ride around in these streets without car insurance? You do not care. You have a very small moral compass. That's a red flag. It seems sexy, like, oh, she's just such a bad girl. She's just so fun and spontaneous, and she just doesn't give a fuck. Yes, she don't give a fuck about you either. Girls, if he's trying to have sex with you without a condom on the first night, he probably does that with everybody. You are not special. Don't think, oh, well, you know, I'm extra clean. My house is clean. I keep my nails done. You know, he knows that I'm the type of female that he could trust himself with. No, he also had sex with the dirty girl up the street without a condom on too. Because he's just reckless. Probably has the hepatitis or the HIV. If I missed any red flags, please comment below and let me know, because I'm single, so I need all the red flags that a girl can get. Also, subscribe. I mean, I want you to like the video, but it's more important to me that you subscribe to these videos. Subscriptions are where life is at on YouTube. If you don't subscribe, then like, how do I know that I'm relevant? It's like very important to my self-esteem. So comment, subscribe, like. First, no, subscribe, like, and then comment. All right. Okay, let me get my tea.